Junktilda 2026. Y'all, this is taking me forever to get this done. I don't know if it's me or what, but this is like my 10th voiceover. I decided to go with a graphed composition book this time, and this is a piece of fabric that I had that was given to me from my friend Sharon, and it has lots of layers of paint. It has texture paste, which is what the white stuff is texture paste. And I think it has some kind of stiffening agent, but it is definitely a fabric. It almost, I don't know, maybe like a tea towel, something. It's something, and it looks like it's cotton. But I decide to use it as the cover. Do I do the cover first every time? No. Sometimes I add things to the cover as I find them or as they're made. Like when my kids make me something, I'll add that onto the cover after they make it. So I usually add as I go, which I might still do that this time, but I just wanted to cover up the crappy looking graph composition book cover and do something a little funky. So I found this fabric. I'm adding it to the cover. Of course, it's not going to be the right size, but we will fix it better later. Because I'm sure that I will find or be given things over the next year that I can add to this cover. The texture paste is really neat, and it doesn't crack. Like, it's definitely a fabric, and it's not cracky-ish fabric. This is my price sticker page. I have been getting a lot of price stickers from things as I'm cleaning up and organizing. I still have prices on things that I bought at thrift stores and wherever, and sometimes I have original prices. That's a Christmas tree shop sticker right there, which breaks my heart because doesn't look like Christmas Tree Shop, and now Christmas Tree Shop is gone. And I'll bet you they're gone because they changed the label to that instead of the pretty Christmas tree label they used to have back in the olden days. So anyway, some of these labels I got to glue on. They don't really stay, but for the most part, like all of these are stuck on there on their own. Some of them are taped because, you know, like how Goodwill will tape the hell out of things. So I just left the tape with the label and with the price tag, and I just stuck it on there. So I'm adding to that as I go, which is a lot of fun. But I got to make a tab for this page so that I could just easily jump to it, you know. But I'm having fun with the price stickers. This here is a clothing tag, which I considered still to be just equivalent to a price sticker. So this one is filled out, and I do not know where I got this particular clothing tag from. But I do know that I have a big giant box of these clothing tags that are brand new. See, I went through the page with the little pokies, and then I'll just cover that up with something else later on. So if you're interested in some of these price tags, these clothing size tags, just let me know and we'll work something out. I'll sell them to you like 10 for $1, something like that, because I got a lot. But this little envelope here that I just had, I got that in some junk. It was like a bookmark in a magazine or something. So I've been sticking all my little price tags in there as I find them. That's been sitting next to me at my table where I'm going through all this stuff. So it worked out well. I just left it on my table and put all my price stickers in there. So I'm going to try and fill this page right up. I'm going to see how it goes, but I'm going to try and fill the 2 pages here, like this 2-page spread. I'm going to see if I can fill the whole thing up, which I'm sure I can. I mean, especially now that I'm gluing these price tags, I'm looking everywhere for these price tags. So I've decided to speed this up for you, all of this price tag gluing, because you know what it looks like when someone glues stuff down. But I do want you to see all the cool price tags I do end up coming across. There's some from stores that I don't think exist anymore. I know I have some from my hometown that are from stores that don't exist anymore. But even some of the stuff that I've gotten down here, I think there's a lot from stores that no longer exist. So this will be kind of a cool time capsule and of the prices of things, because you don't really see 99 cents anymore or 50 cents. And I got a lot of those stickers there from thrifting over the years. So this paper, I think, is a Tim Holtz tissue paper. I got this in Happy Mail from somebody. I'm very sorry if it was you. All of my Happy Mail is like, I take it all out of the envelopes so that I can go through it without having to go through 400 envelopes. But I do end up ripping this, and I am going to split it up between these two pages. I've had a couple people ask me where the name Junktilda comes from. And the short version of that is, I like junk, and it needed a name. The long version of that is, we had a hen who was a bitch. And every single time you would go into that chicken coop at night, she'd get you. She'd peck you. It didn't matter what time. And if anybody knows chickens, you know that once they fall into a deep sleep, they're in a deep friggin' sleep. Not this bitch. You could go in there at 2 in the morning, because like we've had to go in there and do some stuff to our rooster. When he had gotten bitten by a bunch of bugs, we had to put some stuff on his comb. You'd walk by and she's like sneak attack like a frickin' ninja. So we called her Bitch Tilda. She was fine all day long, okay? But at night, Bitch Tilda to the max. So from that point forward, everything was tilded. That's a piece of marble paper. I end up spending a lot of time sifting through this bag, so I'm just giving you a tiny little snippet of it, and then we will go past this. So with the magic of Speedy Uppies, you can watch me go through this at 1,000,000 miles an hour instead of taking 45 minutes to dig through a bag. And you'll still kind of get an idea of the things that I'm going to use. And I like looking through other people's junk, so maybe you want to look through mine too. And this bag is chock full of serious junk. So if you want a video of that, just let me know and I will make a video going through that junk. Make sure you check out down below in the description box, because I'm going to leave a link for those mesh bags. I got a bunch of different sizes. I think the bag that you see is the largest one that I have. So I'll leave a link for those and you can check them out, because those are amazing when it comes to organizing the craft space. So definitely check those out. They're not that expensive and they last forever. Some of the first ones I got, I have had for a long time. This is a marble paper. I forget who sent me this, but somebody sent me a bunch of pieces of marble paper on really good quality paper. And I love that marble paper. I love marbling. I love anything marbled. We did some marbling. You can see it in my shorts. Me and my daughter did during their Snowmageddon the last couple of weeks. So definitely go check that out. That is a clothing tag from Amazon. And, you know, some of these clothing companies that you buy online, the tags are incredible. The quality of the clothes is usually awful, but the tags are really stinking nice. So, yeah, that was definitely a tag. I don't remember the quality of that. I think it was something for the kids. But I love this Tim Holtz tissue paper, and it's sort of transparent, but not really. It's a very, I don't know, milky looking effect coming out of there. So I really like that tissue paper. Whoever sent it to me, thank you. I have some really nice vintage tissue paper that's similar. That's got like a waxy deli paper feel. I got a bunch of that and it's vintage. If anybody's interested, I can make a video of that too. So just let me know what you think and I will show you that tissue paper. I was wrapping, whenever I would send out a junk journal, I would wrap it in that. But honestly, I don't feel like any of my junk journals are worthy of that tissue paper lately. So maybe I'll make a journal worthy of that tissue paper and I'll send it to whoever buys it. I'll send it in fancy vintage tissue paper. It could be from the 80s too, I have no idea. But I really like this Tim Holtz tissue paper. This is pretty cool. And if you haven't, go down to my website. The link is down below and sign up for my newsletter. I have got a lot of stuff for sale and I have got a lot of stuff that I'm putting together and getting rid of. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll hear about it first. So I will, I send newsletters out when I have a big restock on my website. And you'll get, you'll get first dibs on that. You'll see it first. And yes, I do have an Etsy store. That link is down below in the link tree in case you are more comfortable buying from my Etsy store. I do have some people that would rather do it that way. However, my website is legitimate and you do get a break in price when you order. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you will get 20% off coupons in your very first email. So think about that too. You'll get one for my website and you'll get one for my Etsy store. So I like to send out coupon codes on occasion to my newsletter peeps. And I think I'm going to send one out for a nice spring cleaning sale so people could come get their shop on. So here's some of that marble paper that I love. I'm really going to try marbling. I might try the shaving cream, and I might even try it with nail polish. Weren't people marbling with nail polish at one time? And nail polish will stick to anything. It is an enamel paint, so it will stick to anything. You could put nail polish on anything, which is why it lasts on your fingernails longer than 14 seconds, like acrylic paint would only last a little while. So I don't know where I got this gold lady's die cut head. You will see her better here momentarily when I realize that I'm out of frame. I need to draw some lines on my desk so that I know where the frame is. Like, put some painter's tape down, make some little marks for myself because I seem to just not notice. And I think my camera mount moves sometimes too, which doesn't seem to help. But gluing this down is really tricky. So I'm doing just little dots here and there. Not every single inch of this is glued, so there's some little sticky uppy parts, but this also had a crease in it from being stored in that bag at some point. So it's kind of difficult to straighten the creasy bits out, but I make it work. It's still there to this day, so, and I did this a couple of weeks ago, so it must mean something. But I really do like her. I really like that die, so if it was you that gave it to me, thank you. The die cut. I don't have this die, but I imagine pulling that off the die can be a little tricky because of the very fine lines. So I close it because I want her to stay put and the creased spots to stay put. And, I want her to flatten out a little bit better. These are some goodies I just stuck in here at some point going through a bunch of crap. That pink stuff is like a piece of fabric, but it feels like if I ironed it, it would stick like an iron-on something. I think it went to some kind of a craft kit, maybe to make a doll or a stuffed animal. So this is like a part of a greeting card. This is the top part of a greeting card. The front. So I'm gluing that down. I didn't make it into a pocket. I just glued the whole thing down because I really like that picture. And then I have a couple of these tea bag from the Yogi Tea Sweet Tangerine, which I really like. It really has a good flavor, and I'm not very big on sweet teas of any kind, but this has just a tiny bit of sweetener. So I'm a fan. Not a paid affiliate of any kind, just a fan of that tea. And it's not like I drink it, 100 times a week. I have it a couple times a week. So my journal so far, she's coming along, and I keep closing her so the pieces that want to fly away will stick down instead. You can kind of see my lady a little bit better there. But I really like this page. The Junktilda has been inspiring lately. I'm kind of going on a Junktilda spree. So you might catch some more junky videos coming up. I've not decided yet. There's my really nice kids' clothes tag, which is really beautiful. I love it. And I do end up putting it on this page. Like some of the really funny things about paper crafting is when I first got started in really serious glue book junk journaling type stuff, I never understood the purpose of tags, and I didn't like tags, and there are times that I still don't know what to do with a tag, but when in doubt, just dangle it, man. Just dangle it from the page. That's all you got to do. This is a stamp. It is not a real stamp. It is a picture somebody punched out, and it's of a bird. So if you're the person who sent that to me, thank you. I love it. I do have a lot of really cool things in here from people, which is kind of Junktilda's purpose, is it's the stuff that I don't have any other projects for, but I want to use it and see it in my art. That's what the stuff is that I put in there, and my memory keeping. It's the best way I have found to keep my ephemera from my life and my kids. And I've had some new really cool ephemera ideas to try. So as soon as the weather breaks and I'm doing more stuff outside, I'm going to try doing some, leaf keeping in packing tape and adding it to my Junktildas. Other than that, I do really hold on to most of my junky ephemera to put in there. I love her eyes. Somebody sent me these, and there's a bunch on one page, which is nice because I do end up using a bunch. And this is the part where I realize, oh, I've been out of frame this whole time. Am I a jerk or what? But this is the beginning of Junktilda. We have begun. She is been broken in, and now we will see what we fill her up with over the course of 2026. And like I said, stay tuned because I think there's going to be a big surge in Junktilda videos, especially since I'm going through stuff and I'm finding a lot of stuff to put in there. So this is all the stuff I put on there to make sure everything adheres down nicely. But stay tuned because I have got a lot more Junktilda coming up and other fun things. Ta-ta for now.